Okay, everybody, buckle your seatbelts because the Michael Finkley Show has a brand new home.
The Michael Finkley Show is now a part of the Greater Works Network on Roku TV. To watch, add the Greater Works Network channel to your Roku TV. Congratulations, Finkley!
Our best lives here on the Michael Finkley Show.
We have funny man Erik Escobar.
So I'm excited to chat with you. This is the Ellen. Is this Ellen? Am I on Ellen? What show am I on? No.
And social media influencer Corey Jones.
People that already subscribe to me for.
All coming up next.
If I can make it through the night, just to see a brighter side, 'cause I've been working all my life just to make it, just to make it, just to make it. I've been working.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Michael Finkley Show. I'm Michael Finkley. Today is Wednesday, January 13th, 2021. 13 days into the new year. What have you done for yourself lately? What are you doing for others? How effective are you? Questions to answer, right? Let's get some answers. Let's do it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Michael Finkley Show, and ring that bell for notification, and we'll see you an email saying new content is uploaded. Thank you so much to our subscribers, our viewers, our new subscribers, our new viewers. You're watching the Michael Finkley Show, where we're bringing you shows that you need to hear and that you want to hear as well. We're here to inform, educate, and inspire you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. We do. That comes from the bottom of our heart. Thank you so much for all the support. Now, y'all, let's just think about it, right? Let's just dwell on this for a little while, for a moment or two, all right? So, living our best lives. What does that mean to you, all right? What does that actually say about your being? You know, we give, and we give. But what are we giving to self? How are we taking care of ourselves? There's no such thing as, in my book, of being selfish when you're trying to be effective for others. I call that being self-full, okay? Let's say it again. I'm being self-full, okay? Self-full, because I'm going to take care of myself first, my well-being, my health, my mental, all these other kind of beings in order for me to be effective for you. All right, this is how this works. So when you see me in a corner, do what I need to do, get myself together, don't worry. All right, I'm going to come out on top. I'm going to be winning. All right, so in 2021, what are you doing for self? Live your best life, all right? Live your best life. You don't have time to worry about what other people are doing, what people are saying about you. Live your best life. Please live your best life. And this is what our guests are doing today. They're living their best life and they're leaving their mark in the world. Y'all, we have two awesome guests again. We have Erik Escobar. Now, you may have seen him on Fox's I Can See Your Voice, right? But he's also a funny man, and you can tell this in our interview. I had so much fun with him. It's like crazy, all right? But you're gonna love him as well. And then we also have Corey Jones. Now, Corey, all right? Corey is a dude that's so determined and so dedicated to his craft of social media that he is killing the game. He's killing the game with his number of subscribers and viewers and followers. Y'all, he's killing the game, and he's going to tell you how that got started for him. They're living their best lives. Are you? We'll be right back.
Coming up, we chat with comedian Erik Escobar. We'll be right back. Oh, happy day Friday on the Michael Finkley Show. Actor and Grammy-nominated singer and writer Ryan Toby stops by to chat with us. Social media sensation and high school principal Dr. Quentin J. Lee, and a humanitarian in his own right, Jamal Woodson, stops by to tell his story. Friday.
Looking for a mentoring program for your young male between the age of 6 and 18 in Columbia, South Carolina? Well, look no further. Big Homie, Lil Homie Mentoring Program is the program for you.
Under the leadership of Mr. Jamal Stroud, Big Homie Lil Homie is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that caters and mentors at-risk youth that come from single-parent homes. The organization caters to young males between the ages of 6 and 18 within the greater Columbia area. The organization is devoted to shaping and molding their life into great men of society. Big Homie Lil Homie organizes male gatherings, discussions, and even educational assistance devoted to guiding and leading them into a positive light. Making a positive attitude will help in transforming a life regardless of what is experienced in life. For more information on Big Homie Lil Homie Mentoring Program, visit our social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Again, we are still celebrating season 2. Season 2, we are back with amazing, amazing people. Now, y'all, I have to tell the story real quick before I introduce this person. So I was watching TV with my mama. I was watching Fox, and I saw this awesome show that came on called I Can See Your Voice, right? And I'm like, I gotta have this dude on because I know this dude can sing, he can blow, he got this. He gonna hit the high note, he gonna hit it. But he didn't hit it. So I'm talking about comedian. He's a comedian, TED Talk. He is an actor. He's a speaker. Y'all give it up for Erik Escobar.
Yeah. What's up, friends? I'm sorry I'm a bad singer. I'm sorry everyone lost $100 on me a couple weeks ago. Sorry about that, but you know what? For the losing bet that you had, you are getting an amazing podcast, an amazing session right now. So I'm super excited to be here. It's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. Thank you, Erik, for saying yes. I have been excited to chat with you, the Erik. Chat with the Erik. So
I'm excited to chat with you. This is the Ellen. Is this Ellen? Am I on Ellen? What show am I on?
No. This is the Michael Finkley Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm happy to be here on Michael Finkley Show. Definitely.
Yeah.
I'll call my publicist. They got the dates wrong. That's fine. I thought it was a low tech setup for Fox.
I know we look alike.
You're more beautiful every day of the year. Don't you talk that way? You're
if only
handsome,
I can blush.
You're good looking. Don't you worry. But here on the Michael Finkley Show, we're about to get into it, homie. We're gonna have so much fun. What are we gonna talk about? Let's break the ice. Let's have some fun.
Let's just get started, Erik. When did you know you were funny?
Ooh, when did I know I was funny? You know what? My pops growing up loved jokes. He loved jokes. He was always telling strangers jokes, always telling my teachers jokes, always making me very embarrassed. I did blush. I can blush, and it was very, very annoying. But nice. I remember my dad always told jokes, and I remember probably like high school. It had to have been high school. I was doing football, and then I quit football to join the improv team. And I was kind of just slinging the same stuff my dad used to do, little offhand comments, stuff like that. And I fell in love with it. I fell in love with making people laugh, doing improv scenes, doing sketches. And that's when I kind of just like started hustling, started going, started making sure that, this is the one thing that I'm going to chase after for the rest of my life.
Gotcha. And that's a thing though, right? You started chasing after your dream. That is amazing. And so you knew that you were funny at an early age. When did you know that, hey, I made it? This is the moment I know that I made it. I can do this for real, for real.
That moment's probably going to come in about 3 or 4 years when I get that first special. So I'm still waiting for it. Still waiting for the making it. But I will say, like, I think one of the biggest moments of my life, one of the most, I don't know, it just really made my heart feel so like warm and special, is the first time I got paid to go on the road. The road is a big part of your income. It's a big part of how you make your money, how you pay rent, all that good stuff. And you do a lot of unpaid work. You do a lot of work where you got to pay to play when you're first starting out, and it sucks and it's horrible. And the first time you get, $20 and a free vodka soda for doing your time. Oh man, even though it's $20 and a free vodka soda, like that's the biggest payout I've ever gotten. And it makes you feel like, yo, I'm leveling up. Wow. You know what I mean? Like I'm not just doing it for free. I'm actually getting a little bit of gas money, and then things just kind of grow from there.
Gotcha. Oh my gosh. So, dude, you seem like you're a jack of all trades. You're an actor, you're a speaker, you're a comedian. Which is the toughest for you? Or is it all just easy?
Oh, it's all hard. don't think one part of it's easy. I think here's the thing. They're all kind of similar. Like when it comes to booking myself out to speak at a college, when it comes out to, trying to get auditions or hitting up clubs, it's all, sending out 100 emails a week, calling bookers, calling colleges like crazy. And out of that 100 emails, out of those 100 calls, you may get 2 or 3 maybes. And out of those 2 or 3 maybes, you might get one like, yeah, let's set something up in like a year or 2 years when we have some freedom. So it's all kind of the same grind. I feel like the most exciting facet of all of it would probably be comedy, because with acting, I know what I'm doing. They know what they want. Boom, boom, pow. With speaking, all I'm really doing is talking, kind of laying down some information. Hopefully they get it. But with comedy, when you're doing bad and when you're doing well. Like with comedy, there's an expectation of like, yo, we're all going to come in, laugh, have a good time. And if I can't make that happen, woo, buddy. So I feel like comedy might be the hardest one out of everything that I do. But also, since the losses and since the gamble is so big, when you win, you win. So it might be the hardest, but it's also the most exciting when you really pop it and they love you and it's great and you have them in the palm of your hand. There's no better feeling in the world.
I gotcha. So growing up, who are some of your influences?
Oh my Lord. I remember.
Is it a long list?
It's not a long list. It's mostly just Michael Finkley 8 times written down. That's all it is.
Do it. Because you're on mine.
Beautiful. What am I, number 3? Number 4?
Like number 50.
Okay, I'll take it. Now, instead of 8 of you, there's just 3 of you on the list. All right, we're cutting down when we find out our true colors. I remember in high school, I was turned on to 2 comics, and they were really big for me. I was turned on to a guy named Rex Navarrete. Rex is an incredible Filipino-American comic. I think he is the best Filipino-American comic. And as someone who, was a brown kid growing up, I'm Mexican Filipino, when I watched comedy, it was a lot of white guys. And that's chill, whatever. But to hear a comic that is doing jokes about being Filipino or having a Filipino mom or the accent, it really resonated with me. And it showed that like, yo, even though I'm not seeing a lot of people do the things that represent my culture and what I came up with, there are people out there who do that. And that was really exciting for me and really kind of a moment when I was like, oh, it's cool. I can make this my own. I don't have to like fit in that archetype in order to do this. This is sweet. And then ironically, on the other end, Jim Gaffigan was super big. Like I had named the whitest male comic ever. Jim Gaffigan was huge for me. And I feel like Jim Gaffigan and Rex were the 2 comics that I really heard a lot, and like listened to a lot growing up. But then as I grew older, as I started getting into comedy harder, listing names, Mitch Hedberg, Emo Phillips, Anthony Jeselnik, Tom Clark. Tom Clark is an incredible comic to check out. Ellen. I love Ellen. Oh my God. Oh, is that her? No, it's not her. Sorry, we already went through this. I feel like there's a huge list of comics too I really love and I really are inspired by. And that list is always changing as I discover new things. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's a lot of big comics who are incredible. Your Chappelles, your Harts, they're amazing. You watch them, you pull a little bit of something out of what you're watching. But then there are people that you do open mics with in the basement of a dive bar who are slaying it. And you're like, I love what you're doing. And I want to try to do that style, or I'm influenced by you to write better. So it's a long list. It's a super long list, but Michael Finkley definitely is number 1 in my book.
So much. See, now you moved up to 49.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love how you were influenced when we were both 13. I feel like we're both about the same age. When I was 13, this other 13-year-old living way far away from me, Michael was the one. He was the one who got me into it.
Yeah, this is how we do. This is how we do. I love it. And so now, you are amazing, sir. And so please talk about this TED Talk you did back in May. Like that's a dream.
It was actually.
That's a dream.
It came out in May. We actually filmed it. Crazy story. We filmed it in March. And wow. I also want to thank you for all the beautiful words you're saying. I feel like a king right now. You're incredible. I feel like it was a long process. I was in grad school for a minute, and I basically kind of came up with this idea that I wanted to pitch as a TED Talk while I was doing a bunch of research, specifically on the correlation between comedians, performers, artists, and mental illness. Why is it so common that so many performers, so many performing artists and comics deal with suicide, deal with ODs? It's not great. But I basically had, you know, a little thing that I had from my research in that. And I was like, I really want to pitch this as a TED Talk. So for years and years, I was submitting to TED Talks all over. They would always pass me. Finally got one in Montana. I was so excited. A lot of love to Steven Cedar at Carroll College. A lot of love to the city of Helena, Montana. They were all buying tickets. They had a sold out theater for this TED Talk. And then COVID hits. So we went from a 200-person sold out thing to it's not going to happen, to it's going to happen, but we just can't have an audience just to be safe. So when you watch my TED Talk, you might be like, wow, Eric's really bombing up there. Why is no one clapping?
I was wondering why it was so quiet. Because I literally watched it and I'm like, why is it so quiet? Like, yeah, I'm laughing, but I see anybody else laughing.
It was in front of 2 camera guys. That was it. And that was like the only thing we could do. I even started the TED Talk off doing a bit where I was my own warm-up guy.
I know.
And like, up until 10 minutes before, I was like, this is going to crush. And then 9 minutes before, I was like, oh, wait, there's no crowd. This is going to go over horrible and I can't change anything. So it was a wild time. I'm so happy I did it. I'm so grateful for the people at Carroll College. And again, a shout out to Steven Cedar, the guy who was putting it together. And yeah, I feel like I would give all the money to a Patreon that Michael Finkley was on for a TED Talk. So when you book it, man, just send out the info. I will support. I will spread the message. It'll be great.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, my word. Oh, you're so awesome. Oh, Eric. So please, Eric, this is like, again, we're going to go back to that Fox show. I can see your voice. This is where I first, you know, I fell in love with Eric, you know, and all that he's about. And so, Eric, how did this opportunity come to you?
So as an actor and as a comic, you know, you definitely want to just take all the work you can get. You're constantly auditioning. You put your, like I said earlier, you know, send like 100 emails out a week and nothing will come of it. So I think I was just auditioning like crazy, submitting myself like crazy to just anything that'll take me. And then what was wild was I Can See Your Voice came out and they were looking for people and they hit me up and we were trying to like figure out what we can do. We were looking through, you know, different characters we could possibly do. Eventually we had musical bars. Musical bars was this character that they wanted me to do because every character, if you don't realize if you're watching the show, their character is a part of them. So stuntman, you know, he does some stunt work. You know, gamer might like to game. For me, I actually teach improv and comedy workshops to kids who are in detention centers. So a lot of incarcerated youth, a lot of underserved youth. So we're like, all right, let's be musical bars. You're like this prison guard type character. We're gonna go for it. We did all the wardrobe. They fit me in all this stuff. My episode, I think, was gonna shoot March 24th. So COVID, once again, boom, hit it, delayed forever. Wow. And what's crazy is throughout quarantine, I've always been a bigger guy, pushing around 300 pounds, always loved who I am, always been a big advocate for body positivity. I don't care who you are, what you look like, what race you are, what size you are. You're all beautiful people, everyone listening. But for me, when we got into lockdown, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I Can See Your Voice is coming back. I don't know when I can audition again or whatever. I don't have to worry about paying for new headshots for a while. So I'm just going to try to lose weight and change my look up a little bit. So between getting cast and I Can See Your Voice and all the wardrobe stuff, I had a small little beard, a little bit of facial hair, probably pushing 300 to when we actually shot the episode. I lost 80 pounds and grew a beard like 3 times the size. So it's crazy because everything we shot originally, they had to redo. All the clothes they had on me, they had to like get new clothes because I was looking like a dress. And it was a wild time. I thought I was almost going to be like disqualified because I, you know, just looked so different from the original thing. But we ended up shooting back again in the fall. They put us out. I had no idea what episode we were going to be. And then my episode ended up being the Thanksgiving episode, which was so cool. Because I was looking at ratings and it had good ratings, but Thanksgiving, everyone's at home, everyone's tired, they already ate, they just want to chill back, watch some TV. And our numbers for Thanksgiving was wonderful. So everyone who tuned in, thank you so much and keep supporting the show. It's a fun time. It's a super fun time.
You rocked it, sir. You rocked it.
I rocked it as bad as I could, which is a good thing, I think.
That's a great thing. It's a great thing, Eric. It's a great thing. So, Eric, 2021, right?
Yes, sir.
We're excited. We're ready. What's next for you?
You know what? It's kind of hard right now because when COVID first hit, like I was going to be on the road most of this year. And then a lot of the roads shut down. Obviously, you know, it's just not cool to have an indoor, like tiny little club with 200 people smashed in it. Like that's probably not the best idea right now. But I do have some road dates coming up, a lot of outdoor shows. If you follow me on Instagram at Erik Escobar, you should post everything. I'm doing Arizona in a few days, right at the end of 2020, kind of kicking it off or kicking it out with some fun outdoor shows out there. I'm always doing virtual shows, and to be honest, it really is just kind of like adapting to this new crazy game. I'm excited for 2021. I think it's all going to bring us a lot of joy, a lot more joy than 2020 did. But it's also a time when it's like we have to figure out, like, where can I get my shows? What shows are shooting? How are they shooting? What things are available? So I'm going to keep that hustle up, keep on doing comedy, keep on doing some acting stuff, trying to get some speaking gigs. Very excited for 2021. What will happen? No idea, but it's going to be great.
It is going to be great. It's going to be fantastic, Erik. It's going to be awesome. Awesomeness.
It'll be awesome for both of us. We're both hustlers. We're both grinders. We're just going to make sure that the work keeps going, and hopefully we're a part of it.
That's it. That's it. That's it. You know? And so, Erik,
Amen.
We know people want to achieve various things in life, right? And they're looking at you and they're saying, you're my example, right? I want to be like you. I want to achieve the things that you achieved thus far in your life. What would you tell an individual to actually just to keep on going forward?
Oh, my Lord. I have 80 million things to tell them because this is a crazy game. I feel like one thing off the bat, Conan O'Brien has a really great quote where he's like, if you work hard and you're nice to people, good things will happen. Yeah. I completely agree with that. Just work very, very hard. Keep the hustle up. It's going to be hard sometimes, but keep that hustle up and don't burn any bridges. Because there are comics who I maybe worked with 10 years ago who maybe I didn't vibe with, maybe not the same energy. Not that they're bad people. I just, you know, we didn't get along. 10 years later, we're working the same weekends together in Virginia. We're getting casted in the same things together on TV shows. People that you meet in your life along your journey, they're not temporary. They're going to come back, and you don't want to make it awkward. So just be nice to people. And if they're not your vibe, they don't have to be. Just don't talk to them, but don't like call them a poop head or something. You know what I mean? Just be nice. I would also say, like, I think a lot of us have very general goals. And I think for me specifically, the way I kind of was able to do better in my career and my journey is really find specific goals. Like, you can say, I want to be a comedian, but what does that mean? Or like, I want to be an actor. Like, what does that mean? Does that mean that you want to do theater stuff? Does that mean you want to be in a movie? Does that mean you want to do commercials? Really figure out the one thing that you want to do. What's your goal? What's the thing where if you did it for the rest of your life, it would make you super happy? Find specifically what that is, and then just work backwards from that. Like, if you really want to be on a reality show for Bravo, and you're like, well, I hope it happens, hope it discovered, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna get discovered. You have to chase it. Go watch an episode, look at the credits, look who's in casting. Go try to find them online, find their LinkedIn, find their social media, hit them up, be like, hey, here's my stuff. Is there anything I can do to possibly get in a show? Or what's the best way to submit my things? Kind of against what I said earlier, a lot of people work hard. I don't think the game is working hard. Work smart. I know comics who've been doing the same open mic for the past 5 years, and they got their runs. They're going up 3-4 times a night. They're working super hard. But the person who researched, like, oh, who books Conan? Oh, how can I get acting gigs? Oh, let me hit up some clubs instead of waiting for the clubs to come to me. Right. Try to play the game smart. Yeah. Don't spin your wheels. A lot of people spin their wheels. They work super hard, goes nowhere. Everything you do, there should be some type of tangible win from it. Whatever you do, whether you submit to a club, whether you submit to a casting director, there should always be some type of like tangible, like, because I did this, hopefully it helps my career in the future, or it's getting me a win later. Whether that's a new Instagram follower, whether that's, you know, a new Twitter follower, whether that's, you know, just putting your name out there, and whatever it is. Yep. There's always something that can be gained. Don't do anything that isn't going to gain you wins. Yeah. And then the last thing I would say for advice, ask questions. Ask all the questions. If you don't ask questions, you're not going to know what's going on. Some comics are so desperate for stage time, a club will book them for a full weekend, and they won't ask other comics, like, what was your rate? Or did they hook you up with a room? Or, you know, did they feed you? if we're all talking together, we know what rates are. We know what we're valued. Always know that you're a value. Don't do free work you don't have to. You're a value, even if it's $2. $2 is $2. Always ask questions of what you can do to get better. Ask pros what they did. They'll have a different journey, a different path, but maybe they can give you some insight. We're all struggling so hard in this game, and the people who've achieved things, they want to give help because they know how annoying it is. So just ask people questions, and the worst thing that you'll ever hear is no. And that's nothing. It is what it is. Like, you can always ask someone else another question or find another way to kind of level up.
Those are some jewels, sir. Those are some awesome jewels. I love that. One more time, Erik, how can they find you on social media?
On social media, I'm at Erik Escobar on Instagram. That's ErikEscobar. I'm on all the things. I'm on the Twitter. I'm on the Facebook. I'm on the Zanga, the MySpace, the Rizzle, the Live Journal, whatever it is. Just find me there. I definitely want to make sure that, if you're listening, keep supporting the Michael Finkley Show. Throw me a follow, support me, and one tide we all rise. I don't know what the quote is, but let's all throw the support and love over.
That's it. That is it. Y'all, Erik Escobar. There you go.
Yeah, buddy.
There you go. Thank you for being on.
Thank you so much. Had a blast.
Yes, sir.
Next, we chat with social media influencer Corey Jones. We'll be right back.
Need a little motivation?
Timothy Clifton is with us every week on Mondays to get your week started with a little motivation, all here on The Michael Finkley Show.
Calling all Trio, Gear Up, JAG, and other college readiness organizations. Hello everybody, it's Finkley with the Finkley Experience. I am here to offer you information about our college readiness cohort series.
This college readiness series includes college applications, SAT, ACT prep, scholarships, financial aid, the mental mind state, HBCU versus PWI versus technical colleges, and so much more.
This is helpful because it's actually making me change my college plan.
Really?
If interested, visit our website, thefinkleyexperience.com, or just email us at michael@thefinkleyexperience.com. We're looking forward to working with you.
And hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. We are still celebrating season 2. We are excited because we have some awesome people with us today. And again, they're hyped just like I am. So we are bringing in social media sensation, classic man himself, entrepreneur, none other than Corey Jones. Corey,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm wonderful. Can't complain at all. Happy to be talking with you today.
Oh man, I'm the fan, bro. I really am. And just watching your growth, I'm just like, first of all, hashtag goals, right? And then just seeing you grow from where you started to where you are now, it's truly amazing. So, Corey, how would you describe yourself in 2 words?
In 2 words, I would say truly human. I think those are my
Truly
2
human.
I would describe myself as. I think in my videos and in my life, I try to be as genuine and authentic as I can. So I think truly human is the best way to describe me. Gotcha.
Truly human. And so what we're seeing today, is it the same person in your YouTube videos on social media?
Yeah, it's what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. So I'm pretty consistent across the board. So I try to make sure that I stay consistent when I'm talking with people and even making videos. I try to stay the same. That way everyone gets the same experience.
You gotcha. And so, Corey, how did you know that actually people were listening to you on YouTube?
Honestly, I felt like once I first started my YouTube channel, you know, the topic that I started with, I figured people would listen just for that topic. But, you know, as I grew on that platform, I realized that, you know, I have some knowledge to be kind of young. So I think people, just based off the comments, I could tell that people were listening to me. People that followed me would ask me questions and things like that. So that's when I really realized, like, oh shoot, people actually listen to me.
Right.
I have some influence out here.
I got you. And your platform started with Greekdom. You are part of the Divine Nine,
Yes, yes.
and as am I. And so that's the first thing that really turned me on to your channel. It's like, oh my gosh, he gets it. He gets it. And so you went from Greekdom to actual self-development and lifestyle. So why the change?
Yeah. I think just with time you grow and you develop, and you know, honestly, I got tired of doing videos on, you know, Greekdom and NPHC advice. I think, you know, I have a playlist over like 100 videos on that. So at that time I was like, if people don't get it now, they'll never get it. So I was like, it's time for me to make a transition. And you know, the transition I made, I wanted to make sure that I'm still able to give back to people that already subscribed to me for Greekdom. So I didn't want to, I guess, I didn't want to seem like I was trying to gain a new following, a new audience. I still wanted to cater to the audience that I have and then bring in new people from there.
Yeah, definitely. And that have you done? How many are you sitting at now? How many subscribers, viewership? What does it look like for you now?
Yeah, I think right now I'm at like 28,000 subscribers
Mm-hmm.
and about 2.5 million views. And I think that's about it.
My God, oh my gosh. I'm aiming towards that. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing to have a voice and so many people are listening to that voice. It's just truly amazing. So what drives your commitment to your virtual platforms? Why are you so committed?
Yeah, I think for me, it's just all about sharing a message. I think a lot of, if we're being candid and transparent, I think a lot of African Americans don't have the platform to share their voices or to
This is
even
true.
speak up about certain things. So for
Yep.
me, you know, I'm gonna use my platform and, you know, any way I can. You know, I'll talk about topics that might not should be that people might not feel comfortable about talking about, but I'll talk about it since I have the platform. So for me, it's just all about being that voice and being that voice of reasoning for everyone, even if you fall outside of you know, being Black. I feel like my content can go across all races and ethnicities. So for me, that's number one. Number two, of course, I'm trying to create something for the future, you know. So of course I'm looking at the now, but I'm trying to create a platform. I'm trying to create a movement for whenever I have a family and kids, I can pass something down to them. So that's
Legacy.
two. And then number three is just coming from a small family background, Sumter, South Carolina. You know, it's not many people on social media or even know what, you know, what we're doing out here. So just being able to start that foundation and just let people know, no matter what your background is, how big your family is, or how small, where you're from, you can start something and do it big.
Yeah, big things come from small places. As I've
Yes.
always been told. And I'm telling you, you are truly a jewel within that right. What does it take to gain the success that you obtained via social media?
Oh man, let's see. I would say it just takes dedication and consistency. I think a
Mhm.
lot of times when people hop into social media, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, you come in the mindset like, oh, I just want to get this amount of followers. I just want to get this amount of followers so I can get these brand deals and this type of.
Mm,
But at the end of the day, if you truly enter the social media platform and that's what you want to do, I think it's just all about, for one, being authentic and consistent and, you know, sharing your message because it's something you want to do and it's something
yeah,
you have fun doing.
yeah, definitely. And I love the way you say the consistency aspect of it. You know, persons want to put out one video, wanting to blow up and then gain the subscribers, the viewers, but you have to work at this,
Right.
right?
Right.
Definitely have to work at this. And I've seen so many stories of persons that are working their 9 to 5, but they're also doing this consistently to get to where they want to be in their own right of success. So I definitely get it. I'm one
And,
of them. I
and
definitely get it.
off of that, like you said, like a lot of people like me, I still work a 9 to 5, and I still have to find time to shoot a video, edit a video, multiple videos. So it's like it's a grind and it's a dedication, and
Yeah.
you really have to have a passion.
Got to. Passion, heart, you got to. Definitely. And so what are some of the most like exciting partnerships you have developed along the way?
Yeah. I would say first one was with YouTube Black when I got selected to be a creator up next in 2019. I think that was the most
Whoa.
exciting partnership that happened. They flew me up. Well, they flew about 12 creators out to the LA space in Los Angeles, and we spent a week there with YouTube, and they was just going over different things with our channels, what we can do to possibly improve, what are we doing good. They showed us the space. They showed us more things about audio and how important that is, and different things like that, and just having a good time meeting other creators. And I would say the second one would be I did a collaboration with BET and YouTube for the HBCU special. So I was just on there talking about like Greekdom, of course. But
Amazing. Wow. See, opportunities when you know that you're walking into what you really should be in,
yeah.
it comes to you. Your gift would truly make room for you. I love that. So 2021, what are you most excited about and looking forward to in 2021?
Man, honestly, I'm excited about just a fresh start, a new start of the new year. Honestly,
Yeah.
2020 has been a challenging year for everyone. So
Mhm.
I'm looking at 2021 to make up for 2020. But still trying to create content. I would like to
Yeah.
travel more and vlog more. So, in a pandemic, you can't really vlog, you can't really travel like that. So I'm looking forward to 2021 to kind of do some of those things.
I love this. I love it. And so, people every day, right? They're inspiring to be the next big thing, right? We already talked about that commitment, that determination, that passion. So, what advice would you give to others wanting to pursue what you've already accomplished?
Yeah, I would say just start. I think you should start
Mm,
an authentic place. I think a lot of times when people like, oh, I want to make a YouTube channel, or oh, I
yeah,
want to do this, you have this idea, but you don't take the step to actually start. And I think once you actually start, you will realize like this is for you, or if this
yeah,
is not for you. And then you realize if you can be consistent or you can't be consistent. Because if you can't be consistent, then I mean, there's really it's really gonna be hard to grow on any social media platform. So
exactly.
for me, I would say just start, and then once you start, don't even worry about all the antics like editing and having a perfect camera. Like all that stuff can deter you away from actually starting and continuing.
Oh gosh, yes, it can.
So I think is if you start with whatever you have. You start with a webcam, you start with your phone, just start, and then just get immersed into that atmosphere of creating and becoming a creator. Because the last thing I want people to do is say, oh, I'm gonna become a creator, or I'm gonna become a social media influencer and go out and spend thousands of dollars on equipment, and then you're not consistent with it. So now you thousands of dollars in the hole. You want to make sure you have a return on your investment. So that would be my advice.
Yeah, and I love the way you said invest in yourself, right? So, what have you done to invest in yourself? What type of things have you done to say, this is what I really want to do, and I'm going to just go forth with it?
Yeah. I think actually when I first started my channel, I had a camera that was kind of given to me by my old boss. So that's how I got started. So as I moved up into the ranks, I was like, I'm investing in a better quality camera. I'm
Yeah,
investing in some lighting. I'm investing a microphone so the audio can be well. So those would be the investments that I kind of made towards my success and what I do on the platform. But I think at a certain point, you should invest in yourself, especially if you're putting out content, you're putting in a lot of work and things like that. You should definitely invest in your craft in order to become the best possible creator or influencer you can to get to that
exactly.
next level.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay, feel like I'm on the right track. I'm getting awesome advice here. You're getting awesome advice here, y'all, from Corey himself. Corey, how can they find you on social media?
Yeah. So on YouTube, it's just plain and simple, Corey Jones. You can find me on there. Instagram, I'm Mr. Dapper _. And Twitter, I'm Mr. Dapper _, but I'm really heavy on Instagram and YouTube. So those are my main platforms.
All righty. I hope you all are listening. Corey Jones, everybody. Thank you, Corey, for being on. We wish you nothing but major success, even greater. You haven't seen nothing yet, I promise you. Thank you for being on.
Thank you for having me.
I'm just not college material. I am tired of school. I'm just not sure what I want to do after graduation. Sound familiar? Welcome to the Prelo Educational Institute. Our focus is to help young people prepare for life after high school. It's never too early to start planting the seed for education, career, and life overall. The Prelo Educational Institute is made up of the following 2 products. The first product is the book titled I Ain't Going to College, A Guide for Life After High School. This is the first book of a series that introduces middle and high school students to a young man struggling to find his way and make the decision about whether attending college is the right choice for him or not. The book has questions inside, and a supplemental curriculum can also be purchased. The newest product from the Prelo Educational Institute is our online course titled Preparing for Life After High School. In this course, students will learn about decision-making, self-confidence, accountability, self-awareness, and many other topics that speak to social-emotional learning. Young people will read a story about a young man who never gave up no matter what the circumstances were. The course is interactive and has questions, quizzes, and video. Do not wait until your child or student is a senior in high school to start planning. Enroll today. To enroll and learn more, please visit www.speakerauthormarlowe.com.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. So every Wednesday, we're going to feature Kids That Rock. Kids That Rock. I was chatting with a good friend of mine. Shout out to Marlo Prelo. Marlo, thank you for this idea, bro. And we were chatting and he said, Finkley. Well, he calls me Fink. He said, Fink, you know what? People love kids. I'm like, bro, that's true. So he came up with this segment and I'm featuring every Wednesday Kids That Rock. So I'm just like, hey, let's start with your kid. How about that? So ladies and gentlemen, introducing to the world, you're going to find out a little bit more about this kid that rocks and you're going to see why. Her name is Lauren Prelo. Take a look.
This week Kid That Rocks is Lauren Prelo. Lauren is 9 years old in the 3rd grade and she resides in Mapleton, Georgia. Her superpower includes an outgoing personality. Her hobbies include cheer, drone flying, acting, making TikTok videos, and practicing for a career in broadcast journalism and media. Lauren's favorite activity in school is anything STEM related. She is an honor roll student and enjoys reading. Cheer is what makes Lauren a kid that rocks. She has won multiple first place championships with the Stingrays All-Stars of Marietta. Lauren trains 4 to 5 days a week. She has competed since she was 4 years old and currently holds the position of flyer. Lauren, you rock!
On the next Michael Finkley,
we chat with the Great Mind podcast hosts, Von Brown and Derek Levine. And we have that Sunday school girl herself, Waynell Henson. Monday.
hello everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Y'all, listen, we're at the end of the show. It's just, I tell you, time just waits for nobody, and we're just having some fun on the Michael Finkley Show. Thank you so much to our guests, Erik and Corey, for being on and telling their stories. They are living their best lives, y'all. All right, they're living their best lives. They're making things happen for themselves. They're chasing after their dreams, their desires in life, and the process, making persons laugh along the way, bringing healing, and also bringing information as Corey does so well. So thank you so much. And y'all, Kids That Rock, Lauren, you rock, girl. Keep doing what you're doing, all right? Nobody's gonna stop you, all right? You keep doing what you're doing. And I know that your parents, they got your back. Your brother, he got your back. All right. On the next Michael Finkley, Friday, we have, y'all remember him from Sister Act 2. Ryan Toby's with us, and he's going to talk about amazing things that have been happening to him, his time with City High, and also, Sister Act 3, you have to watch to find out what he says, and also the different Grammys that he is up for this year. Oh my gosh, so many great things on his list, so you have to tune in for Friday's show. All right. And then also on Friday, we have Dr. Lee, Quentin Lee. Now, you remember him from the MC Hammer dance that he catered to his kids at his high school. Funny stuff. Love it. Great. You're doing it, Dr. Lee. Love education. Love it, sir. And then Jamal Woodson. Now, he is an humanitarian in my heart and in the heart of others as well. Like, he has a story like no other. Okay, so you have to tune in for these awesome men. Have to. Now, if you have not already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Michael Finkley Show, ring that bell for notification, and we will see you an email saying, hey, new content's uploaded. Remember to follow us and hear us on Spotify and also Apple Podcasts, and then Roku TV, Greater Works Network, follow us, all right? View us on your television screen. If you'd love to be a guest on the Michael Finkley Show, please email us at michael@thefinkleyexperience.com. Thank you so much for watching, and guess what? We'll see you Friday. Have a good one.